I know it's bad to give the moral of the story before you give the story, but it worked the last time, so we're doing it again. In this case, the moral of the story is sometimes it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So case in point, I was playing at this indoor field in Illinois many years ago. The field's not there anymore, but one of the things I liked about the place, and unfortunately it was near the end, was that every month or so, they would have a bring your own paint day. For those of you who live on the coast and you're saying, what's the big deal about bringing your own paint? When you live in the Midwest, everything around here is field paint only. So you go to that really cool scenario and you're like, hey, I bought a case, but I have like 200 rounds left, and just throw it in the box, we'll deal with it later. And then you go to this one game, and you go to another game, and you go to another game, and before you know it, you've got an entire case full of what I call mud paint. So for me, this is a big deal. I'm not exactly a hose type player, you guys know that. And so I'm thinking, okay, I'm going there with one objective in mind. I am shooting this paint because it's still good. I bought and paid for it. It'll go out the end of the gun. I don't even care if it hits anybody. I'm shooting all my paint. I'm going big. And I'm using my EMAG that day. I got the fresh batteries in all the guns. I got everything ready to go. I mean, heck, I'm even using the Wes Harrison model of life. If you're going to make a scene, be seen. I'm wearing my bright yellow stuff. I'm wearing bright yellow pants. I'm wearing bright yellow goggles. I'm just gonna bwang, okay, I'm loaded for bear, let's do this thing. Unfortunately, when I got there, I discovered there were about 70 or 80 other guys there who had the same intentions. And it was kind of funny how many of them bought the cheapest paint that they could find. It takes me half an hour to get onto the field itself. And when I finally do, I look around at all the kids that I'm playing with. And just a side note here, when you get to be my age, everybody you play with is a kid. I'm sorry guys, no offense meant, that's just the way it is. And I look at all these kids and I say, okay guys, see this front center bunker right here, right in front of me? That is my home. I'm going to get there, I'm going to stay there, I'm putting out the white picket fence, I'm putting out the unwelcome match, that is my home. And they're all looking up at me like, yes Mr. Scary Person, the bright yellow shirts. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. One step forward, raise up the gun, and just start going to town. Quite literally, all I was doing was hosing paint from this way, out to about my 2 o'clock, back to my 12 o'clock, out to my 2 o'clock, back to my 2 o'clock. And I did this for 3 minutes solid. And the entire time I'm doing this, I'm just shooting paint, podding up, shooting paint, podding up, shooting paint. Somehow we managed to win this game. I'm not exactly sure how we did it because I think I might have helped with I shot like 3 guys, that's it. But for the most part, I didn't really do much to contribute to the team other than stay in the back row and just throw pods of paint. So at the end of the game, I'm scooping up my 6 pods of paint off the ground, and one of the kids walks up to me and says, dude, you're really good. I didn't do anything. And I was racking my brain after that game because a lot of guys, especially the guys in line waiting to get in, were saying, dude, you're really good at this. I did nothing. I didn't move forward. All I did was stand in the back row and hose. Not even skillfully. So I was trying to figure out exactly what did I do to make these guys think that I was just that good. And it took me a little bit of time, but I think I got it. And the first thing is that I was wearing a bright yellow jersey. And if you're wearing a really bright jersey, then obviously you want to be seen. And if you want to be seen, you must just be that good. So there you go. Second, I had a lot of paint and I wasn't afraid to use it. Somehow in the mindset of paintball, the idea is that if you throw a lot of paint, you must be really good. The less paint you come off the field with, the better you must be. A lot of the experienced guys know differently, but I'm willing to accept that. But the third thing, and I think this is the one's the most important, is that just the fact of my being there raised the level of the team's confidence up. So this created an interesting kind of an effect on the field, is that these guys are thinking, okay, he's got my back, so I can go forward and do all these crazy, stupid things, and he'll give me support fire. Regardless of the fact that they actually asked me to or not, which none of them actually did. But just that little bit of confidence, just that little bit of something was enough to get them to get out of their mindset of must sit in the back row where it's safe and actually go forward and go do things. And somehow this translated to me being a highly skilled player because I was elevating everybody else's game. I didn't do anything. All I did was I sat in the back row and I hosed. We ended up playing a couple other games that night, and actually I got bored during the second game because I was just spraying so much that eventually I walked down the field and I bunker tapped 3 guys out of the final bunker. I ended up leaving halfway into the day because I just got tired of waiting for half an hour between games, and that is not counting reload time. And I didn't achieve my goal. I actually only shot about half a case of paint over 3 games. I know, shameful. But on the bright side, the rest of the half a case that I had left over, the guy who was sitting at the table with me, he said, dude, you using that? I said, not really. He said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you like $30 for it. Cha-ching! Say what you want to, he basically paid for my field fee.